Do you suffer from the symptoms of asthma, wheezing, coughing, tightness, shortness of breath? If you do, I think you should watch this video until the very end because it's going to help you a lot to improve those symptoms. You're not alone with asthma. There are over 300 million people on this planet currently suffering from the symptoms of asthma, whether it be mild, intermittent, or chronic persistent asthma. It's really awful to have asthma and suffer from these symptoms. This video is going to help you. You may have been told by a doctor or respiratory therapist that it's just your genetics. There's nothing you can do about it. You may have contemplated whether you're allergic to air and everything in it because seemingly out of nowhere, you have an asthma attack and you have to reach for an inhaler. You may use one inhaler a day or two or three to control your current asthma symptoms. Hopefully, after you learn this information I'm about to teach you, those symptoms will slowly but surely get better. Now, I'm going to ask a favor of all the people out there who have used a ketogenic diet to improve or completely reverse their asthma symptoms. I need your help. I need you to tell your story in the comments because there are millions of people out there with asthma who have never heard of keto or the power that it has to improve your symptoms. So I suspect many newcomers are going to be coming to this video going, wait, what's keto? How does changing my diet help my lungs? Please tell your story in the comments and feel free to answer the comments of newcomers who haven't heard about this powerful strategy yet. I'm Dr. Ken Berry, a family physician with 20 years of taking care of patients with asthma, just like you. And during the early years of my practice, I had no idea that diet was such a huge part of taking care of asthma. Now I know, and I'm going to share what I've learned with you. There are copious amounts of research study in the medical literature that show without a doubt that having insulin resistance or hyperinsulinemia is very tightly correlated with having asthma. This is true for adults, but it's also true for teenagers and even children with asthma. You don't have to be obese, although that is also tightly correlated. You don't have to be fat. You just have to have chronically high levels of insulin in your blood. And you might say, what causes my insulin to be high all the time? It's from your diet. And that's why the ketogenic diet is such an amazingly powerful tool to reverse asthma symptoms. The second thing that asthma sufferers like you have is chronic inappropriate inflammation. And definitely we're focusing on the inflammation in your airways in this video, but most people who eat an improper diet have inflammation all over their body that's inappropriate and chronic. And so when you start to remove the offending agents from your diet, this chronic inappropriate inflammation starts to subside. Now, as an asthmatic, you can understand if you decrease the levels of chronic inappropriate inflammation in your lungs, how much would that help your symptoms? So that's why I'm making this video, is to help you understand that the diet you're currently eating is causing your insulin levels to be chronically high and also causing chronic inflammation in your lungs and in other places of your body. This is why a ketogenic diet is so powerful. A ketogenic diet is a very low carbohydrate diet. So when you're eating a high carbohydrate diet that your dietitian may have even recommended for you, you're causing spikes in your blood sugar multiple times a day with each meal and each snack. When your blood sugar goes up, your insulin level has to go up to meet that level of blood sugar and try to bring it back down to normal. These chronically high insulin levels or high insulin spikes are part of the reason that you're having such severe asthma symptoms. And then secondly, eating inflammatory foods like grains, like sugar, like low-fat or skimmed dairy, like vegetable oils. And if you look at your current diet, that's probably the majority of what you're eating and what you're told to eat. These things have inflammatory effects on all the tissues in your body, but especially in the lungs as well. So if you're sick and tired of having to have an inhaler with you everywhere you go, in your purse, in the glove box, in your backpack, please, I want you to try a 90-day ketogenic diet challenge What's it going to hurt to eat keto for 90 days? And at the end of that 90 days, if your asthma symptoms are markedly better, which I predict they'll be, then you've learned something, and you've learned how to control your asthma and not need as many inhalers and not need an inhaler as often as you currently do. I want you to do keto properly and not be distracted by all of the manufacturers out there that have keto shakes, keto powders. A ketogenic diet, make no mistake, is a real food, whole food, one ingredient diet. And so ribeye, that's keto. Broccoli, that's keto. Cashews, that's keto. But what's not keto is Slim Fast shakes and other shakes and bars and powders and supplements. You don't need exogenous ketones at all to do keto right. I'm gonna pop up at the end of this video my Keto 101 playlist, which is gonna make it very simple for you to understand what is a ketogenic diet and how do I do it. I think that if you'll try this 90-day challenge at the end, you're gonna be very happy, very pleased with your results, and you may even have forgotten where you put that blasted inhaler. If my videos have helped improve your health, please take 1 second and click the subscribe button and the little bell button right beside it so that you'll get a notification every time I post a new video like this. This is Dr. Barry. I'll see you next time.